Hi everyone, welcome to another video from Planner UK. I just wanted to talk to you today about my current obsession with journaling and I suppose creative journaling is what I'd call it. I'm not sure if it's the kind of position that I'm in at the time of life that I'm in. I've just had a baby a short time ago, and obviously maybe that makes you more reflective and mushy. Maybe that's it. But I have always had this itch that I need to write stuff down, and that helps me not only in terms of kind of planning and organisation, but also it helps me kind of get my head straight, and I just find it enjoyable. Like you've probably heard me talk about before, I love fountain pens, I love writing, and it's kind of an excuse to get pen to paper and go old school really, but it's just something that I really enjoy. Now, my handwriting is absolutely awful, but that doesn't detract from the fact that I still find it enjoyable. So I just wanted to show you a little bit about how my kind of journaling has kind of developed. First of all, I had a really cheap insert, which I think came free with something that I bought from AliExpress probably. And it was just a really simple kind of insert like this, standard size. And my daughter loves painting, so whenever we were painting, I just kind of used this book to do random paint splodges and so forth. And just experiment really. So it's not very pretty. But then I decided that instead of just throwing the book away, I might as well put it to some use. So I decided that I would start journaling on top of the pages. And it just kind of gives it a little bit more interest. And on some pages I've added little bits of collage or ribbon, etc, etc. And yeah, I just found it really enjoyable, and I just really enjoyed doing this and the effect that it gave. And obviously in the meantime I've been watching people like Ali Brown and all the beautiful kind of backgrounds that she creates. Then I started watching Crafty Hodges, and that inspired me even further to kind of be a bit more creative and use kind of more things, stick more things down and collage more and so forth. So I've not filled this up yet, and I am still continuing to write in it, but I then decided that I'd use one of my beautiful notebooks that was just sitting on my shelf, and I've been following the HB Notebook Challenge by Sarra Cannon, where all last year she kind of encouraged herself and others to use notebooks that you're just hoarding and you're not using. And obviously I know that they're so pretty, but it will give so much more joy if you're actually using it rather than just looking at it. So this inspired me to start using this gorgeous notebook, and I've started more of a creative journal, which I haven't got very far in yet, but I'm just using it not only to journal, but to use washi tape, to use stickers, to use little pieces that I've picked up, excerpts from books, magazine clippings, and so forth. So I've not got very far in this book yet, but it's something that's really making me happy, and I'm just enjoying journaling. So I'm not using this as like a daily diary, because I do have my line a day 5-year diary, which is more I did this today, this happened, and kind of keep notes of what I did on a daily basis. So obviously I don't want to replicate and duplicate what I'm already doing elsewhere. I also have my Hobonichi cousin, which I use as my memory keeper for my children. So it's full of photographs of my children and details of what we have all got up to together. But that's very family focused. And I think I found that I wanted to write some more personal stuff, which I want the memory keeper to be like a gift to my children so that they can, you know, it's very focused on them and they can look back at our memories and what we got up to. I don't really want to write more personal stuff in there that isn't relating to the children, if that makes sense. So I see these journals as a place where I can just write about anything, random stuff. Obviously there'll be kid stuff in here, but it's more from a grown-up perspective, from my personal perspective. And it's not really a daily journal. I am dating each entry, but it's not, and I am writing it every day, but it's not necessarily about kind of writing it every day. It doesn't matter if I do it or I don't do it, but there's just certain things that I want to maybe write about and record, and it's just kind of a fun way to do it. So I'm not kind of creating the page around what I want to write about. I'm actually doing it, maybe this is a backward way, I don't know. I'm kind of going ahead, and when I feel creative, I'm just adding random stuff that I know I want to write about, or that is just quite neutral and will fit whatever I want to journal about on that day. So it's just things that I've collected, things that stand out. I just want to make it pretty, really. I'm just finding this as like a creative outlet for me, who I'm not an artist, I'm not artistic in any way, but I do like being creative, and I do just appreciate the value that has, you know, as a creative outlet, something to do for your, I suppose, your own well-being, really. But so just random stuff I've added in. This is from the Happy News, actually, the Happy newspaper. Have you heard of that? It's fantastic. So there's just random, the odd page where I've got a little bit of decoration, and obviously I will just work around it. Now, with this book, it is a line journal, and the paper, it does bleed through a little bit. So obviously, as you can see, I've not done any watercolours or anything else really in here, because I don't know how it will cope with that. But nevertheless, even without using watercolours, which I really enjoyed in that first journal that I showed you, I am just really enjoying using like the collage and the washi tape and the different fountain pen inks and so forth. So yeah, I'm just really loving it, really. I'm feeling really inspired, and just, I suppose I'm lucky that baby is sleeping quite well. So when she goes to sleep, you know, I'm spending at least kind of 10 minutes probably each evening, if not more, if I have time to, you know, just write or just create a new page or add some stickers or some washi tape and so forth. So it's just making me happy. So that's just a quick update, really. I just wanted to share what I was doing in case you're doing the same, and you can share your videos or your Instagram account with me. I'd love to see it, so please put it in the comments below, so I can come and check out what you're up to as well. And I think there's so many different words and search terms, isn't there, on Instagram? You go down a bit of a rabbit hole. So obviously some people are calling it visual journaling. I suppose it crosses over to art journaling, but obviously as I'm not artistic, I think I will call it more of a creative journal, because it's a bit of a mix, but that artistic skill isn't necessarily there with me. So I'm just gathering, you know, pretty things that I want to gather together in one book, but then have a nice background for me to journal around. Anyway, I loved sharing this with you. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and I'll be back with my next video very soon. So thank you for watching. Bye.